warming. Not happening. It's the greatest con job ever perpetrated on the world, in my opinion. You know, it used to be global cooling will kill the world. We have to do something. Then they said global warming will kill the world, but then it started getting cooler, so now they could just call it climate change, because that way they can't miss. No more global warming, no more global cooling. All of these predictions made by the United Nations and many others, often for bad reasons, were wrong. They were made by stupid people. If you don't get away from this green scam, your country is going to fail.
With regard to Gaza, President Trump said that it's, quote, looking like we have a deal that would end the war, bring the hostages back. Can you tell us any more details about that and when we might see that deal roll out?
Yeah, so there's a very complicated negotiation happening right now between Arab leaders, between the Israelis, and of course between the Trump administration led by Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and Secretary of State Marco Rubio. So those conversations are happening as we speak. They're ongoing over the course of the past couple of days. I'm going to let those negotiations play out, but I think the president's optimism is warranted here. I feel more optimistic about where we are right now than where we have been at any point in the last few months, but let's be realistic. These things can get derailed at the very last minute. So while I remain very hopeful, I am cautiously hopeful. I'm going to let the diplomats continue to work on this. But our principle here is very simple. We want all the hostages to come home. We want Hamas to no longer be a terror threat to the state of Israel. And we also want to bring the humanitarian aid in Gaza for the many innocent people who are caught up in the conflict. So I think we're close to accomplishing all three of those objectives.
Yeah, that is.
I do like waking up to a Donald Trump post and it's got the world talking again. This time the post mentions that lovely word, medbeds, and everyone's talking about it.
President Donald J. Trump has announced a historic new healthcare system, the launch of America's first medbed hospitals and a national medbed card for every citizen.
Every American will soon receive their own medbed card. With it, you'll have guaranteed access to our new hospitals led by the top doctors in the nation, equipped with the most advanced technology in the world.
If you look at the video, it's clearly AI. No matter what anyone else tells you, that video is AI. There's a good reason for it. We're about to find out the truths, the dark truths. And the one big topic for all of us around the world is going to be Big Pharma, the medical system. They've been keeping us sick for a long time, and it will lead us up to topics that does influence us all, cancer. It should be called Big Cancer. It's a whole evil world in its own. People are now pointing at the post, the ones that cannot stand Donald Trump, the ones that are unsure, going, that's not real, that's fake, that's AI. What's the message though? Medbeds. You got people that woke up a long time ago and have decided to pay attention all the way through, and medbeds has been the thing that keeps them going. When's the medbeds coming? And it's never been confirmed to us, but that message is being put out there. You've also got now the mainstream media and the journalists that don't like to talk about or discuss Donald Trump's posts. Remember he put that controversial share on before? That's not Joe Biden. No one mentioned it. Well, are they going to keep away from this one? The question is, what are medbeds? But let me show you how it's all connected. He puts out another post and look at the numbers. 694, 626. Let me show you how it all matches. What if cures already exist? What about the billions public, private, government provided to fund cure development? Look, sheep. These people are sick. And then if you go to 626, what's chatter exploding? That's what we're seeing now. A change of narrative will be required. Look, public to awaken, the mass start, sleeping pill reject. Operation Mockingbird is a failure. Fake, real, blind, 2020 vision, kill, chain. Where we go, one we go all. This topic is coming out. And in order to show the darkness, in order for people to be able to handle this sick system being shown to us, you need the solutions. And it'll be the people that come out of the shadows to show you what is around, but it also highlight why have these people not been telling us this. And that's when people start seeing the truth for themselves. It's the cover-up that gets them in the end. The awakening's happening, people. Big things are happening. And the likes of medbeds are going to come into our awareness very soon.
These facilities are safe, modern, and designed to restore every citizen to full health and strength. This is the beginning of a new era in American healthcare.
Lots of rumors out there. I've got a number of Reno contacts suddenly having to go flying that direction, moving that direction. Don't know if it's, don't want to read too much into it. It's too early in this one. Being told military folks are being notified to prepare for exchanges. I'm just getting the rumor mill running today is just starting this afternoon, about the same time. Well, actually, soon after Hegseth calls this no notice, no agenda meeting. I start getting all of this breaking. Then we get Iraq signing agreements. I mean, man, it's getting exciting.
They really don't want you paying attention to what's going on in Italy, do they? The entire country's on a general strike, and I mean all the ports, all the factories, everything is shut down. People refusing to go to work for a week because they're tired of Italy's government supporting, you know, that country that if you talk about, your video doesn't go anywhere. So the people of Italy decided to stand up, and they went on a strike. They're supposed to be on strike for a whole week, and the entire country is screwed right now because they're on strike. And that's why Italy sent those 2 warships to go, you know, defend that flotilla. It's not because Italy suddenly grew a conscience and their government suddenly cares. No, it's because the people of Italy have made a stand. They've shut down the entire country with a general strike. And the media here really doesn't want you to know that. They don't want you to know how effective it is if all of a sudden everybody agrees to stop going to work for a week. They don't want that idea getting out at all. And that's why none of the Western media has mentioned Italy at all. Fox isn't talking about it. MSNBC is not talking about it. CNN's not talking about it. You name it, no news media is talking about it. Because they're all corrupt and bought and paid for by the same billionaire class who wants to make sure you don't get any funny ideas.
The people who own us, the owners of the world. Even the most revolutionary groups still work for the owners of the world to keep people divided on every topic they can imagine. Pretty soon it'll be the freckled and the unfreckled, the people who wear red ties and people who wear blue ties. People have brown eyes, people who have blue eyes. There's a million more ways they can divide us. And you know what? All of it comes from academic theory. And I really want to talk about that. Where do they get their ideas at these universities? The women? Why did the women do the work that the men can no longer dare do? There's a good question for you. But anyway, let's see if anybody responds to this or knows anything that I'm talking about. We'll see.
Do you know who the owners of the world are? Are you awake, or are you just a government/elite propaganda blind follower? The Rockefellers created a system called women's rights to divide man and woman, husband and wife, then husband, wife, and children. It was their plan to divide families, get women working, and create another tax to enslave the family even more. The worst thing about it is women thought they were being freed, but it trapped them and enslaved them in the system. It is all about mind control and keeping people at a low frequency where the control is easy. Divided people are conquered people. If you haven't read the book, The Power They Tried to Hide, you should. It broke the illusion I didn't even know I was living in. Forwarded from Mirica 197138.
Uite câți idioți avem. Pentru cine votez? Toate astea sunt pentru blocul patrioti, idioți. Și aceasta este alternativă idioților. Totul e gunoi. Acestea sunt oameni obișnuiți care au votat pentru PAS. Suntem atât de puțini. Țara e terminată.
ICMI. The Central Electoral Commission of Moldova has been caught destroying ballots for the opposition parties Patriotic Bloc and Alternativa and calling people who voted for them idiots. Forwarded from SG. They told you medbeds were science fiction. They laughed when patriots whispered about quantum healing pods hidden in underground facilities. They mocked every leak, every whistleblower, every testimony of soldiers who saw them firsthand. But here is what they never told you. For decades, these units were classified under NATO black budgets, buried in hidden hospitals across Europe and the US. Engineers worked in secret, training elite doctors who signed lifetime NDAs. Why? Because medbeds don't treat symptoms. They recode your DNA, erase cellular damage, reverse the timeline of your body to its original blueprint. Diseases? Gone. Missing limbs? Regenerated. Aging? Stopped in its tracks. The photos you see are not concept art. These are real facilities, now quietly being prepared for civilian access. The same halls where military veterans were first healed are opening doors wider. And it is no coincidence this aligns with the quantum financial system rollout. The EBS blackout and NESARA protocols were never just about money. They were about freeing humanity from medical slavery. Do you think Big Pharma, who made trillions on keeping you sick, wants this unleashed? Do you think corrupt politicians who sold your life to insurance cartels will tell you it's ready? No! They will fight until the last moment to silence it. But the locks are breaking. The countdown is public. The documents are leaking. And those who are awake will be first in line. Forwarded from William Albrecht on Telegram. Attention! Most of us have seen the since-removed Medbed video on Truth Social, reposted by DJT, and gone viral. It was intentionally posted to serve a couple of purposes. 1. Medbed cards. Do not engage in any way to a post promoting such things. They are for the purpose of tracking and arresting fraudulent people, is what we are being told. Do not engage, report, block, delete. 2. They are also on the flip side to serve as a means of free publicity and advertisement of sorts of what is actually to be coming out. 3. No registrations fees, no charges for treatment. NDA is a possibility, at least intentionally. 4. Take it as a positive that talk is getting out there. Be smart. Think. Forwarded from CARPATHIA. The official Medbed announcement has been given. If all goes well, Medbeds available to the public in 6 to 8 weeks. Medbed cards to track those who wish to do harm. More information coming. Stay tuned. Forwarded by Sky Prince. Guys, if President Trump posted about medbeds in Truth Media in his own platform, regardless if it's AI or not, we now know that the medbed technology is real. God bless you, Wolverine. Guys, I just received incredible news that I cannot share, but just to tell you, we are ready. Opera will be released in a few days. Let's just say the person made me cry. God bless, my friends. Wolverine. Breaking. President Trump will be present at a gathering of senior U.S. military leaders in Quantico, Virginia, a meeting that was initially convened by Secretary Pete Hegseth, forwarded from Lady Q on Telegram. Donald J. Trump on Truth Social, posted 5:51 a.m., 28 September 2025. We have a real chance for greatness in the Middle East. All are on board for something special. First time ever. We will get it done. President DJT. Time for everyone to see and hear what they have so far refused to see and hear. It is time for people to realize that nothing is as they imagined. Humanity will soon realize that all government, education, environmental, pharmaceutical, medical, and religious institutions are deeply corrupt. They will soon realize that their entire reality has been manipulated and controlled by those to whom we have entrusted our power, by those we thought were superior to us and had the power to protect us in all areas of life. They made us believe they had our best interests at heart and represented our interests, and so we handed over our power to them. We watched idly as they created a devilishly sophisticated system that permeates everything and gives them absolute power and control over us all. These plans served solely to manipulate our thoughts and feelings to keep us in a constant state of division, insecurity, chaos, and fear. It was all planned. It is time to understand that what has been hidden from us is much greater than most can even comprehend. They not only controlled our thoughts, but also manipulated our feelings to make us believe we had something to fear. They were the only thing we had to fear, and in reality, our awakening and discovering the truth was their greatest fear. They always knew that the awakening of humanity would mean their end. Prepare yourselves, because it is just getting started. We must remember that we have the power, not them. We are the creators of our reality, and it is time to reshape it. We must remember that it is our world, and always has been. We just forgot. Posted by Stella, just in time. The banker had nothing to report through morning, as those above him have been NDA responsible. He indicates now that word will be released either tomorrow or Tuesday, as the last country with objectives has agreed to the revaluation. Let us pray this event in Texas Snake. Hi guys, I want to repeat again, as some people are so persistent about this post posted in Truth Social in regards to medbeds. The Truth Social has very control procedures put in, and President Trump also has staff posting for him, but it needs to be verified by him before it's posted. We all know that the medbeds is AI, but what he was doing is sending us a message that this technology is real. Please check other information in Truth Social in regard to medbeds. Even Sky has acknowledged it as well, as she is very protective of anything coming out in regard to medbeds. I like to thank the President so much for finally coming out with medbeds and giving us hope. God bless. Wolverine. The comms are everywhere. Right now, you're seeing messages from multiple accounts. Trump, The Noticer, Il Donaldo, Scavino, Q-aligned channels, and a handful of anon drops that mirror one another. It isn't about how many accounts there are, it's about how many signals are converging into one frequency. Each account is a piece of the mosaic, a breadcrumb that helps the awake recognize timing, mindset, and positioning. Think of it like the lead up to a rocket launch. Trump's posts equal the public tip of the spear. Noticer, Il Donaldo, Scavino memes equal morale, signaling, and storyboarding. Other channels equal reinforcement, patterning, and decoding practice for the community. All of these streams are meant to build readiness, not dependence. They're training you to read the patterns, align your spirit, and get your systems and teams ready for impact. About how many more codes? In the script you're watching, there isn't a magic number of posts or codes that unlocks a vault. The purpose of the comms is to prepare you mentally and logistically so that when the real-world trigger is pulled, whether it's notifications, liquidity, or humanitarian rollouts, you're already standing in position with your plan in hand. That's why so many of the drops say some version of, "We're not waiting for someone to save us, we're becoming the people who are ready to act." Shotgun start. When the shotgun start moment comes, it will feel instant to the unprepared, but it will feel natural to those who have been paying attention, building and aligning. The comms are rehearsal. The launch is the event. So instead of counting how many posts are left, count how many actions you've already taken to be ready. Your humanitarian plan, your team, your faith, your systems. That's what will make go time go smoothly. Bottom line, the comms have already done their job. They've woken you up, connected you to a network, and given you clues. The shotgun start isn't waiting for more memes. It's waiting for aligned human beings who are prepared to move. Dream on, dreamers. Stay ready, stay kind, and keep building. When it's go time, you'll already be in motion. Posted by A to Z Angela. Alpha Warrior on X posted this comment at 6:47 a.m., 29 September 2025. Remember, elections are infrastructure. If Venezuela's Maduro regime conspired with American actors to rig our election machines and install a fake president, that's not politics as usual, it's hybrid warfare. Foreign interference that overturns the will of the American people isn't just meddling, it's a hostile attack on U.S. sovereignty and constitutional order. Whether lawyers want to call it an act of war or not, the reality is clear. It's a coup by a foreign power working with traitors at home, and it demands a response on the level of national defense, not partisan debate. Confirmed by General Flynn on X at 6:40 a.m. 29 September 2025. Why President Trump has the U.S. Navy offshore from Venezuela right now is due to a variety of factors. Among them are the voting systems the Venezuelans perfected to help steal elections around the world on behalf of select intelligence agencies and certain nation-states. Let's pray that @real Donald Trump goes with his instincts and gets rid of Maduro and doesn't allow a mini Maduro regime to remain in place. My sense is Maduro and his chief minions' days are numbered. Maduro and others know it too. They should take heed and get the hell out of Dodge quickly. Take your stolen money, gold, diamonds, drugs, and leave now. Trump's senior advisors, Witkoff and Kushner, arrived for the second time today at Netanyahu's hotel. The two came just minutes ago to his New York hotel for discussions ahead of tomorrow's summit in Washington. In preparation for tomorrow's crucial meeting with Netanyahu, here's a friendly piece of advice. Don't judge Trump by what he says, but by what he does. Forwarded from Amir Tsar. At this hour, sanctions on Iran are being reinstated, the snapback mechanism is being activated, and 6 Security Council resolutions adopted between 2006 and 2010 will once again take effect. These sanctions include an arms embargo, a ban on uranium enrichment and reprocessing, a prohibition on launching ballistic missiles capable of carrying nuclear warheads, engaging in related activities, or transferring associated technology, freezing Iranian assets worldwide, and banning the entry of Iranian individuals and companies into various countries, authorization for states to inspect aircraft and ships belonging to Iranian airlines and shipping companies to ensure they are not carrying prohibited goods. Forwarded from Amir Tsar. Someone asked a question to Perplexity AI. Question: will Chase Bank be working with the IQD when it revalues? Answer: yes, as of late September 2025, Chase Bank is officially processing Iraqi dinar exchanges nationwide following the revaluation. Chase branches across the U.S. have confirmed they are set up to exchange IQD with live rates displayed on their internal systems and have been preparing special procedures to handle the influx of dinar holders following the long-anticipated currency revaluation. What does this mean for you? You can bring your IQD notes to a Chase branch for exchange. Bank staff will verify your notes and identity, and you'll need standard documents such as ID and possibly tax information. Exchange rates are shown on bank screens, and some locations have set up private rooms or special desks for handling larger transactions or contract rates. Chase is not only the bank preparing for IQD exchanges, other major banks like Wells Fargo are reportedly making similar moves, but Chase is leading in public rollout. Forwarded from Pablo on Telegram.
Okay, double click on my computer.
I can see your computer.
No. Click on my computer on your computer.
How can I click on your computer from my computer?
There is an icon labeled my computer on your computer. Double click it.
What the hell? What is your computer doing on my computer?
Double click on your computer.
Which icon do I have to click?
My computer.
Tell me, where do you live? I go to your house to click on your computer.
Oh my God!
Energy vampires, a metaphor for people or situations that leave you feeling emotionally drained. Characteristics: constant negativity, attention-seeking, boundary pushing, one-sided exchange. Healthy responses: set clear boundaries, stay grounded, practice self-care, communicate directly. Common types: informal, the victim, always in crisis, expects rescue, resists solutions. The narcissist, demands admiration, belittles others. The drama magnet, thrives on conflict and chaos. The critic, constantly points out flaws and mistakes. Water is a portal. Have you ever noticed how the most brilliant ideas and soul downloads arrive when you're in the bath or shower? That's no coincidence. Water holds memory. It responds to frequency. It listens. The waters of this earth are encoded with the wisdom of the stars, programmed with all the knowledge, love, and awareness we seek. Water softens the mind, opens the heart, and awakens the soul. It gently allows your consciousness to slip through dimensions, like light through a crystal veil. Let it carry you home.
May the light of your soul shine so brightly that it illuminates the path for others still walking in darkness.